Hi, my name is Clint Heffern, and this is my EDL853 Module 13 case study video. So, first off, summarizing what has happened. This is what we know. These are the facts. Nottingham High School is the only high school in Dover, serving about 3,200 students. Reconstruction projects have brought most of the buildings up to code for federal and state standards regarding special education, individuals, accessibility, with disabilities as well. A lack of funding has kept about 1/4 of the high school buildings the same as when they were first built, so lacking some of those accessibility options and stuff like that. Dr. Harvey is the superintendent and has established good relationships throughout the district. That's a big point. He seems to be effective and well-liked throughout the district. There are 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, so a good-sized community. Continuing on with this, Miguel Hernandez is the student with the problem here. His family moved to Dover within the last few years, so they're fairly new. He's one of 4 total sons in the family. All sons, good athletes, seems, good kids, good family. Miguel was a sophomore. He was the starting quarterback on a very strong football team. Seems like he was a very good athlete. He was involved in a football accident and is now paralyzed from the waist down. He took some time to rehab, recover, a lot of emotional support and things like that, but he is now trying to return back to school. Miguel, his parents, and his doctor agreed that he was ready to come back to school, so he got released from the doctor. Miss Gooseman is the counselor at Nottingham. They had a conference with Miguel's parents about his return to school. I was not. I'm the principal. I was not in this meeting about his return to school. Miss Gooseman and Miguel's parents agreed that Miguel would need a wheelchair but would need no other accommodations. Continuing on with this, there was a school assembly on the morning of Miguel's return to school to honor his commitment to the football team and the school and just honor him as a person. After the assembly, Miss Gooseman met with Miguel and informed him that he would switch his third-hour classes because the biology class that he was in did not have wheelchair access. He would instead be enrolled in another science class that would satisfy his high school graduation requirements, but would not necessarily be a college prep class. The following day, Miguel's mother requested a meeting. She seems very upset. In the meeting with myself, Mrs. Hernandez was asking about the schedule change for Miguel, stating that they were not informed of this change, they did not want this change, and that he needed the biology class for a college that he wanted to attend. Before the meeting was over, again, it seemed like Miguel's mother was very unhappy. Mr. Hernandez, Miguel's father, showed up with their attorney, who began questioning the legality of the class schedule changes and the whole incident or situation with regards to FAPE and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. So, moving on to Section 2, legal and ethical issues. As far as we know, these are the issues, legal and ethical issues with the information that we have right now. Nobody was physically harmed. However, we do have some infractions here. The situation violates some law, and there are some discriminating actions here. 3 different things here. It's mainly the Rehabilitation Act, but 3 different things here. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, they're supposed to inform parents of decisions and must get parental consent before providing services to the child. Now, Miguel did not, as far as we know, have an official IEP meeting and be qualified or placed into this IDEA category, but we should have notified his parents about a change in his class schedule. As well, the Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, it's a national law that prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities. This is the main one applying to Miguel. We have Ms. Gooseman, we have made a decision that is discriminating against him because of his disability. And that is our main thing that we have violated here. So this is a serious legal issue that we have violated. I believe it was, done out of good intent, but and not intentionally violated. But we have made a mistake there. The Americans with Disability Act requires public schools, regardless if they receive federal funding, you cannot deny services as a result of physical barriers, like denying a kid access to a classroom because he has a disability, like being in a wheelchair. So several different things we've got issues with here. The main one being the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. This could be serious, expensive repercussions. There are serious legality issues here. So, synthesizing this summary in one sentence, Miguel Hernandez was recently paralyzed from the waist down in a football accident, and upon his return to school had issues had his class schedule changed because of a wheelchair accessibility issue, which his family is now upset about and threatening legal action. Breaking this down, synthesizing the facts into some categories. Miguel, some people here. Miguel Hernandez is the sophomore student, and he was paralyzed. Mr. and Mrs. Hernandez are Miguel's parents. Mr. Dover is the superintendent of Dover Unified School District. I am the principal at Dover. Miss Guzman is the high school counselor. The place is Nottingham High School, one high school in Dover. Nottingham High School has updated to meet codes, but built in 1950s, there are some issues with the school and the accessibility being updated. Approximately 1/4 of the building remain as they were when they were first built. Nottingham High School serves about 3,200 students, 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools. So like I said earlier, a pretty large community. Programs associated with this, our administration as well as our counselor are in some decision-making incidents here, special education courses and program, sophomore classes and class schedules, and then it is a public school atmosphere. Section 5, review and prioritize. This is what we know with the information that we have. This situation could be very damaging to school, to stakeholders, and to kids. And we always want to make decisions that are in the best interest for the kids. And this decision that we made is not, in my opinion, in the best interest of the kid. Miguel, Ms. Guzman, myself as principal, Dr. Harvey, the superintendent, and all community stakeholders have an important stake in this. This can be very damaging to a lot of different people, especially if it creates a big scene. The community and some other stakeholders within the community, this could be very damaging. Not all stakeholders have been consulted. I have not talked with Ms. Guzman. I have not talked with my superintendent, Dr. Harvey. I have not reached out to a lawyer, talked about our end, protecting our interests, with a legal action within a lawyer. I need to contact more people and talk to more people to learn more. I do not know enough right now about the situation. I have an idea and a start, and I know where to go from here, but I don't know enough to make a decision right at this moment as far as, I guess we'll get into this right here. So section 6, options, some potential options. These are mainly, I was thinking about this, I was thinking I had basically as the principal, I had 3 decisions to make right here. First off, I could support Ms. Guzman, our counselor, and completely have her back and tell Miguel's parents, we have made a decision, and this decision may have been Ms. Guzman's, but we support her 100%. We are following what she does. We support what she has said, and that is what we are sticking with. No questions asked. We are sticking with Ms. Guzman's decision. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is I could basically side with Miguel's parents and say, Ms. Guzman, you made a mistake, and we could basically get rid of Ms. Guzman. She violated some rules, some laws. We could fire Ms. Guzman and blame her for all of the infractions. Okay, that's option number 2. Option number 3 is right after this meeting, I could tell Miguel's parents, hey, I would like to learn more about what's going on, about the situation, before I make any further decisions. I would like to talk to Ms. Guzman, see what was going on, talk to my superintendent, my boss, talk to Miguel, the kid, what about his future plans. I'd like to find out more, see if we made any mistakes, see if we need to fix some things, see if we need to change some things, and try to get a solution for this issue. Okay, so there's one of the standards at the bottom, connecting with this capacity to undertake and implement this work within a school setting, putting myself in a school setting. So of those choices, my 3 options right there, some pros and cons. Of number 1, if I support Ms. Guzman, say we're sticking with her decision, a pro of that is I show my staff I have their back. We support our staff, we have their back, and show that we do not let parents influence decisions. Okay, so that's a pro. Cons of this is I know we have violated some of the law, some legality. This could cost serious money, maybe a lawsuit. This could get people fired. I myself as principal could lose my job. We have violated some laws, and I don't know all the details yet, but this is serious and could be some legal action there. And bottom line is we got to make decisions for the good of the kids, and I don't think we are giving a student an opportunity that he deserves if he wants to go to college, and we're knowingly not allowing him to have a class that he needs. Going into number 2, Fire Miss Gooseman, blame her for everything. Some pros of this is it gives us someone to blame. It covers the school. Hey, it was her fault. It was her decision. It was her mistake. And it sets a tone to other staff to not break the law or you will be punished. Some cons of that is that's very, very harsh as far as what I know now. In my personal opinion right now, I do not feel that Miss Gooseman has done this intentionally. So I think that is a harsh punishment. And again, a con of that is I'm not looking into the issue and finding anything else out. I'm just going with what I know right now. Option number 3, telling Miguel's parents I would like to find out more. I would like to consult some other people and see if we have made some mistakes and could get a solution to this. So some pros of this: find out more information, make an informed decision as I do find out more. Get other people's opinions, hopefully save us money from a possible lawsuit, and then maybe save some people's jobs and give a kid the opportunity that he deserves. Make decisions based on the good of the kid. Cons of this could take some time. Maybe could still be liable for a lawsuit if Miguel's parents sue right away, which I don't think would happen, but this could take some time. So our best option, in my opinion, I think we need to choose option 3. I think we need to tell Miguel's parents, hey, let me take some time. I need to consult some people, talk to some people, figure out what's going on, see if we've made some mistakes, talk to my boss, talk to a lawyer, and maybe we can find some solutions. I think this could be a huge issue, could have serious consequences, cost a lot of money to the school. This decision right here would show that we are taking this issue seriously and we want to learn all the details before making a decision. And I'm telling his parents that I want to look into this. This is serious. I take it serious. I want to look into this. And it also gives us an opportunity to engage other people, other stakeholders, before making a decision that is strictly my decision. And again, it's all about the kids, and we want to give the kid the opportunity that they deserve. So implementing it is exactly what we're going to do. I'm first going to let Miguel's parents know, hey, we take this issue very serious, and we will look into it and be back in contact with them soon. We are not shutting you out of this. We want you to be a part of this process. Second, I want to inform my boss, Dr. Harvey, of the situation. Third, set up a time to meet with Miss Gooseman, Dr. Harvey, a lawyer, find out more about what is going on, especially with Miss Gooseman, why she made this decision. Was it out of good intent? And can we, fix this problem? Then next, again, meet back with Miguel's parents, tell them what our next steps are going to be, completely keep them informed. And then finally, after this, I would like to discuss with our staff through a professional development time or some other allotted period of time the seriousness, the importance, the details of legality issues as far as Individuals with Disability Education Act, Americans with Disability Act, those type of things. Let's talk to everybody else to make sure we don't make these mistakes going forward. Again, guys, I know I went through that quick, but I'm trying to meet this time limit here. In my opinion, I think Miss Gooseman made this decision as in good intent, and trying to get him in a classroom that he could get to with his wheelchair accessibility. I don't think she did this just to punish him or to obviously break a law that we take serious and that we know we cannot violate. And what I would do is, as I meet with her, especially with today's world, with Zoom and with technology that we've learned over this past year with COVID, maybe there's an opportunity that he can join the biology class that he needs via Zoom and via online, and still get that requirement and that class he needs for his college, even though there might not be wheelchair accessibility for that class. So I think there's options here. I just don't think that Miss Gooseman made that decision knowingly breaking the law. So I would get in contact with her, find out what's going on, talk to my boss, keep him involved, or keep him up to date with what's going on, so that he doesn't get hit with Miguel's parents coming to him and he has no idea about this. And as well, I'm sure he has a good understanding and knowledge of those laws and can help me make a decision that's an informed decision that respects the laws and the rights and all of that stuff as well. So I want to involve Dr. Harvey and at least make him aware of what's going on so he is not blindsided. And then again, I think if we explain this and are open with Miguel's parents that, hey, it was not done on purpose, we want to make this right, we're going to fix this, I think they will understand and will not pursue this further legally, and we can get this resolved to, again, the big thing, give the kid the best chance he deserves. And this kid deserves to be in that class so that he can go to college. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching.